Second question I asked him was this: why did you quit? I was kind of curious, if you're going to church, if you grew up in church, why all of a sudden are you not going to church now? Well, the answers varied, and some of them I knew these answers were coming. They were real predictable. Some of them weren't. Here's some of the answers. Some of them had conflict with the pastor. That happens. Sometimes they preach things that you don't agree with. Maybe there's a personality conflict. Maybe you don't like his beard. Those type of things happen. And so sometimes there's a conflict with the pastor of the church. I love your beard, Pastor, just so you know. Second thing, some of them moved away from home. Now a lot of you that went to college, you move away from home. Maybe mom and dad took you to college or took you to church when you were kids, and you moved away. You got that taste of freedom, and so like little birds, you flew away, and you started to live your life the way you wanted to live it, not the way mom and dad said. And that happens a lot. That happens to a lot of college students. It happens to a lot of people that just move away for different jobs. Some say they didn't like the hypocrisy in the church. Well, come on in. There's room for a few more of you. Listen, people are people. We don't come to church to worship people. We come to church to worship God. And sometimes people just get in the way. I've heard it said the church would be easier if people just weren't there, weren't involved. But we have to have one another. And sometimes stuff happens, and sometimes you see stuff in church that, but listen, it happens in the workplace. It happens in your home sometimes. People are people. So a lot of them quit because of hypocrisy. Some of them, I had a few Catholics that participated, and they said there was intolerance in the Catholic Church towards people that weren't Catholic. That was interesting. I didn't expect that one to come out. Some said there were flaws in organized religion. I had a lot of them said, man, I am done with organized religion. I said, good, come on to our church. It's just Christianity. We're not an organized religion. We just love Jesus, and we're following him the best we know how, and that's all we do. I mean, church doesn't have to be this organized thing that we call, well, this is the way it has to look, and this is the way you have to do it in order to get God to move. Well, you're in the wrong place if that's where you're at. God's just looking for people to love him, call him by his name, seek him with all of their heart, accept him into their lives, and live the best life they can for him, and know that Jesus is Lord. That's what he's looking for. He's not looking for organized religion. Some don't like the politics in church. Well, I've seen that. I understand. And some just simply said, life got in the way. Man, I got children, and we moved to a different state and never found another church, and just life got busy. And so we just quit going. And I can tell you from experience, if you quit going and you don't start somewhere else soon, it gets hard to start going again. And it's just life. It's just life. Now, should that keep us from following Christ? No. But sometimes it does.